Hi everyone, I'm on the same trail as I was in the previous video, and if it's not too windy, I want to show you an amazing view up here. And Maggie is trying to eat every single acorn we pass by, so if I'm stopping, that's why. I don't know if acorns are healthy for dogs or not, but she's sure looking for them. Now, living off-grid, I believe, is something anyone should seriously consider, especially the way the world is going. And what I mentioned in the last video was how someone had mentioned to me that the way I live is unusual. Well, to me, what's so unusual about going back the way our ancestors lived, to be in nature? And why is being surrounded by machines normal? Because I don't see anything normal about it. It's normal because that's the way society has evolved. But what happens when all that goes away? Or if it goes away, because one day I believe it will. What happens if we have a crisis and the lights don't work anymore and the water doesn't come out of your faucet and the heat doesn't work because the furnace doesn't run on, doesn't have the power? What happens then? What happens when the grocery stores don't have the food that we always shop at? And am I just imagining things? I don't think so. I think being realistic is very wise. And I'm beginning to see my hideout here in the woods as a more important venture than I ever imagined. And I'm not a doom and gloom person. I'm always very positive. But many of you have mentioned wanting to live out in the woods. And if there's ever a time to try to figure out a way to do it, honestly, I think it's now. And I don't forecast bad things happening. I don't need to. All I need to do is look and see what's happening right now to know that it's not getting any better, and it probably won't for a good long while. So if living out in the woods is considered odd, I certainly feel that we have a huge advantage if things go south. And by that I mean we already know how to live without amenities and power and deal with the weather and all of that. And yes, I get it. A lot of people are physically incapable of doing the work of living off-grid. But I believe if there's a will, there's a way. And if you can find that tiny piece of land, even if it's just an acre, I really think 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to be so glad you did. And when I found this place, I just wanted peace and quiet. I wanted to hide from the world. But now I look back and think, geez, I'm so glad I found this place. Because now, I was laughing calling it a hideout back then, but now it really is. And it might be even more so in the future. And I don't want to get into political scenarios. You already know what's going on and who's doing what and all the things we're concerned with. But I'm not normally a person that worries, and I'm not normally a person that sees the future as a dark place. And I hope the wind isn't really bad here. But I honestly see the future as a time to prepare for. And even if what we imagine doesn't happen, I highly recommend preparing for it anyway, whatever you think that is. And I hope Sheppy doesn't go swimming. Oh my gosh. Sheppy, get out of that! Oh my gosh. That is not good if he was to jump in there. Come on! He would be carried down there. But he's smart enough to know to stay in the seaweed, and he came back, so. But that is a typical tide here. And ironically, that's how I see the world right now, becoming more out of control and becoming more fast-paced, and we need to protect ourselves from it. I hope this video makes sense. I just want everyone to be more self-aware and think for yourself, be as self-reliant as you possibly can, and sure, don't think negatively, but think smart. And I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. We didn't think this way when I was young. We looked ahead to the future as a very positive, invigorating future. And we looked forward to all the things that we imagined we could do with our life, and what we could learn, and what we could focus on. And I don't know what happened to that, because it's so sad, the people that are younger, that have so many challenges that I didn't have growing up. And sometimes even a college degree doesn't even matter anymore. And I just so hope that people know that living simply is probably the answer to everything. Because the more involved this world gets in becoming hostile and dark and competitive, the less you have, the better off you'll be, and the less you depend on outside sources, the better off you'll be. And again, I know some of you don't have the means to find land, but as I mentioned in another video, just take that first step and ask around and see if there's someone that might want to even lease you some land until you can come up with a down payment. Or maybe you can rent a piece of land. I found a little camp. It's here in Maine. It's up north somewhere. And it was a yearly lease, and it was set on conservation. And the reason I wasn't interested in it was because I don't want a lease. I wanted to outright buy it. But that would be a great option for someone, just to lease something and see if you can maybe extend that lease for a long amount of time. And even while you're living there, you might look around to see if you like the area and what else is available. So taking that one first step, I think, is a great way to look ahead, especially the way things are going in the world. And don't wait for what you think might be a perfect time, because there isn't going to be a perfect time. You have to make this time now perfect, and use what you have now and do your best. I never wait for a perfect time. I take what I have and I use what I have, and I go from there. And so I hope that makes sense to some of you. And I understand the financial stress of wanting to find land, because it's becoming more and more expensive. But there you go. If it's going to be more expensive next year, that's even more of a reason to look now. And yes, it's out there somewhere. If you believe it's out there, and you look and you don't give up looking, you will find it. I guarantee it. And it might even be better than what you ever imagined it to be, because that's what happened to me. So I hope you enjoy this scenery. It's going to rain tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely pouring. And I need to get my firewood delivered, but I have to wait until my driveway dries out, because that truck will sink in the mud. So I need to plan that accordingly. And then I'm going to do that time lapse how I stack all my firewood. I'm getting 6 cords, which is a lot. I already have all my wood for winter 2025-26. What I'm getting now is winter 26-27. So I'll be always prepared to stay nice and warm in the cold winters of Maine. And if you're interested in Maine, the coast may not be affordable for you, but look inland, because there are many options, even on a lake or on a stream. And you might be surprised what you find out that way. It's quite beautiful. And I'll even do videos. If you'd like me to go to specific towns, if it's not too far away, I'll do that. And I'll video maybe even certain property that you're interested in. I'd be happy to do that. So give me an idea what town you'd like me to go to, or what area, and maybe I'll do a camping trip out that way. So I would love to. Thank you so much, everyone. I love my channel. Feel free to ask me questions, leave a comment, and let me know what else you'd like me to talk more about. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.